What's going on YouTube? What's going on Facebook? How y'all doing? Hope everybody had a an amazing Easter. Hope y'all did not eat a lot of candy like I did. I didn't have like a bellyache. That's why I ain't talk to nobody like at night. My stomach was hurting like crazy. I had to turn over and I had to boo boo in between times and stuff like that. I ain't want to talk to nobody. I ain't want to go to nobody else's house because when mom make them baked beans, you gotta kind of, I'm like, let me not go to nobody else's house because I'm gonna end up blowing at their bathroom. What's up, more angel, more angel? What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all keep tapping in. What's up, Jen? I'm pretty sure she probably hearing, listening. Y'all tap in, 15 views. This is the most I done ever had this quick. So I appreciate y'all that's watching. This is gonna be a good topic. Well, not I ain't gonna say good topic. Good episode with some good topics. Some of it mostly is gonna be about social stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had named this episode Social Topics Part 4. If y'all haven't watched any of the previous videos, y'all go watch Social Topics Part 3.5, episode 11, where we just talk about social topics just in general. And y'all go watch part 3, part 2, and part 1 with my cousin. That was episode 1. So every time I do a social topic, y'all just in for just regular social topics. Nothing too major, nothing too fancy, So anyway, I got the lovely Tammy Moore here today. She came all the way from Flint to be on my podcast. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I've been knowing Tammy for about a while now. We talk a lot here and there. We catch a little vibe, get on the phone, whatever like that. We talked once, but at the same time, it felt like, I don't know, it just felt like I've been knowing you not long, but like I feel like once we talked and stuff, I'm like, okay, she's smart. She knows she's talking about. Not trying to say I didn't, be like, oh, she just one of them regular black. But once we talked, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, okay, I can mess with Tammy, you know what I'm saying? So before I even let her get an intro of who she is and what she do, I'm going to get my little intake of her. So she basically, we had met on the Facebook dating thing, whatever, as I do a lot of people. I ended up adding her on Facebook, and here and there we'll talk, but not as much. I had to get her number. We kind of went through a little thrust hole with the number thing and stuff like that. So I had to get back in touch with her because I ended up doing some stuff and all that. And I said I was gonna hit her back, and I also was trying to, get her on the pod and stuff like that, especially after we talked. So after we talked, I'm like, yeah, I got to get you on there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to get the most, and don't get me wrong, I'll be trying to get the most intelligent, smart people on here. You know what I mean? I love my dumb people, but I really love my smart people. You know what I'm saying? Tammy, the reason why I got her on here is because I like her motivational videos. She do like little reels, little short videos. They be like, vertically. They ain't the horizontal videos. She do like the vertical, regular, selfie type of, videos. And I like the fact that she's always giving a motivational speech. I like how she always tell everybody have a good morning, have a good evening. You know what I'm saying? Grand Rising. She's not that good morning type like that. She's more of a good. What's up, Billy? So she's very spiritual, and I'm just like, every time I look at her videos, scrolling my Facebook, I'm like, man, I gotta have her on my podcast one day, and I really do want to let her know, like, hey, I like your videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those. I'm not a hater. I'm gonna congratulate anybody that got something going on. I'm gonna let them know, like, hey, you doing a wonderful job. Keep doing what you're doing, and I expect the same thing to me too. Even though you don't have to, but I'm gonna give props when it's due. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Tammy Moore. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I'm a single mother of 5 beautiful children, 1 biological and 4 adopted. My sister passed away, and I adopted her 4 kids.
Right.
I'm a salon owner. The salon name is Nyla Angelic Hair Studio. It is located on Beecher Road in Flint. And if y'all looking for some great stylists, some good vibes, good energy, come check us out because it's just a wonderful place to be. It's so peaceful and welcoming. The kids love it. The adults love it. Everybody loves it. I love it.
So we're gonna get a little more information about her too. So tell them what you do and also explain the reasons behind what you do, how when you started doing what you was doing with it. Off bills, y'all should know she's a hairdresser. You know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna let her explain things on that, and we're gonna just fall for it. So
Well, I have been licensed for 14 years. July will make 15 years. I've been
dang.
doing hair ever since like the fourth grade. Started doing my own hair as well as my little cousin's hair and
So
stuff.
you start off with the family. You
Yeah.
just like okay.
And so people would ask me, did I do other people's hair? And back then I was shy, so I really didn't do too many people hair. I would do people hair randomly here and there, but that's how I made my money when I was younger by doing hair. Never was broke anymore. I always knew how to manage my money pretty well.
And them hairdressers, they be. I'm telling you, every hairdresser I know, they be having the cash like this. They be like, oh, I got money. I seen this meme, and they had a meme of a woman. It was like them hairdressers be having that money, and it was like a stack. Every time I like look at that meme, or every time I like, I don't know, ever since I seen that meme and stuff like that, I kind of think of a drug dealer, man, because they be having that stack, boy. So them hairdressers, they make that money. What's up, Billy? Hey, y'all. What's up, Nay Nay? What's going on? Y'all tap in. Don't be afraid to comment. Don't be afraid to. She say, "Hey, Tammy." Oh, so she must. She said, "Hey, Tammy Moore."
Hey, how you doing?
So also, y'all, Tammy, what's up? Allie Danielle, what's up? What's up? Tammy is also on her live, so we're gonna be kind of like going back and
Okay.
forth.
People
So what
comment, but
your
I can't
you
see.
can't see?
Yeah, post, I can't see
Ah,
that.
shit. So what we gonna do? They say so. Laris L. That's a Spanish name. What's up? The L. Larry. Larry. What's up? What's up? Hold on, y'all. Excuse us. Excuse the podcast. Um. So what's up, Cynthia Waring? What's up? What's up? We still in the beginning of the podcast. So yeah. So give us, tell me what you do. I know everything kind of, what I'm saying, went out of proportion. And oh yeah, so you did, and then you had left off on you was doing hair for your cousins and stuff like that.
Oh
Start out
yeah.
with your family and
Yeah, I make that's how I made my money when I was younger doing hair and stuff. And like what made me pursue it professionally is that we was the first class the 06 to do the senior exit presentation in Flint.
how did
So
that go?
that went well. That made me think about like what do I want to do for the rest of my life. And my whole thing was I love to make people feel good. And I know that when women have their hair done, just like
They
when
just
men
feel
have
so
their hair
fucking,
cut,
or they
we
dress.
feel amazing. So I'm like, I want to make people feel good as well as look good. And so that was always my goal to uplift people and make them feel good. And so the reason why I make my motivational videos, that's God right there. God put it on my heart to make the motivational videos and just inspire people to be the best version of themselves and continue to grow and elevate because this world is designed to keep us down, but we have to continue to elevate
Yes.
and know that we are creating our reality with thought alone. So be aware of your thoughts and have control over them. Don't let your thoughts consume you.
And what she just said, we got after we get from the summary of Tammy and all that, we got some good topics that's gonna be reiterating that. And most of them is basically, well, you could say a little bit about, God, and what I'm saying, like how don't let the world bring you down, and don't try to, well, my thing is this though, like we gonna get into the topics, but I'm a firm believer of not like going by society like that, because society just, everybody ain't fit for the society role like that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
I got some stuff for y'all about that, about schools, about what they trying to do, what I think about it. We gonna get up into that. We gonna get up into that. What's up, Britannia? What's up? What's up? Tap in, tap in, tap in. Comment. Um, but yeah. So when you had did, so you said it was like a class. What it was, what you had did, you say it was like a class thing, like
What?
when you had said what you just said about the You said you had like it's like a school thing. You had said.
Oh, for the senior exit
Right.
presentation.
So what? Give me a little bit more like description of it, like what it was
Well,
basically of.
basically, they asked us certain questions. They asked us what we planned on doing with the rest of our lives. Like, basically, what goals we had, where do we see ourselves in 5 and 10 years and stuff. They asked us where we came from and everything. And it just was something that made me think, like, dang, I am about to graduate. Like, what am I about to do with the rest of my life? Like,
Speak a little closer to the
and
mic. Speak a little closer. Get a little closer to
and
the mic.
I was unsure. So I was like, I do like doing hair, so I might pursue that. So that's how I got in the hair industry for real. How
Mm.
I started
And
off.
then you probably thinking like back then, like I've been doing hair. I might, you know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes you would do certain stuff and get into certain stuff, and then you be thinking like back when you was a kid or something. You be like, I have been doing hair. I have been doing this.
Yeah,
I'm finna be an adult. You know what I'm saying? So why not do hair? You know what I'm saying? And then especially if you really good at it, it's like why not? I feel like if you good at it, go for it.
yeah. My whole thing was I'm about to go to hair school. I'm about to be licensed so I can do hair legally. I never thought that I would like. I didn't realize I would learn coloring, cuts, and all that other good stuff. But I am so grateful that I did go
Let me turn
because
this up. Go ahead.
I learned so much, and it's like this is an ever changing industry, the hair industry. So you constantly learning, you constantly growing. You can always take classes to learn more. It really, and then the beauty about this industry is that you pick what you want to do. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You don't have to focus on what's the new trend. Whatever you like to do, that's what you can pursue and do in this industry. So that's what I love about it because I pick and choose what I want to do. If it's a service that I don't care for, I don't have to offer it as a service because I don't do braids like that. I know how to braid, but that's not a service I offer because it's very time consuming and
And
I just rather not do
you
it.
gotta have the fingers too though. You
Oh
gotta have
yeah, you
them.
got to be a quick braider, and I'm a good braider, but not that quick. So I rather
So
not
describe
do
all
that.
the hairstyles you do and what you know.
Well, I do. Well, my main goal is healthy hair for all my clients. No matter if we doing weave or anything, my goal is for your hair to be healthy. So my main service is silk press
Okay.
and just taking care of people's hair. Like I do sew ins, I do quick weave, half up, half downs. I do shortcuts. I do color. I love coloring. And I do a little bit of everything, but I do some braids for some clients, but I don't do a lot of braids. So
You said she did what?
I do braids for clients that
Okay.
like know
All right,
me and
niece.
been coming to me for a long time and that I'll be like, okay, I ain't gonna force you to go to nobody. But I don't do real little braids. I don't do no little braids on nobody.
So you ain't gonna even try. You like, nope. You gotta
No.
have that length or whatever. But I ain't finna braid you. So when you speak up on how you had said like you make sure the hair is healthy. So I'm pretty sure like before they even get their hair done, you make sure they washed good
Yes,
and
shampooing.
massage.
The shampooing service is like the best part of the service, period. Like, I love to get my hair shampooed as well as my clients love to get their hair shampooed. It's just so relaxing as well
No,
as
that's right.
getting the hair cleansed well so that we can have it prepped for to go to the next service because you cannot do a silk press on dirty hair. So I don't understand these stylists that say, come wash, come shampoo. If you getting a silk press for one, you can't come shampoo because I need your hair clean to my standards, not to what you do. So I need for you to come, just make sure your hair ain't tangled up and we go from there. I shampoo all my clients, all my services include shampoos, not like these new age stylists. You got to come shampoo. No, all my service, including the weave services, include a shampoo. Now, some people prefer to shampoo their own hair. But weave service, I let them shampoo their own hair. But if I'm doing a silk press or anything that requires me to get the hair real nice and silky, I can't allow you to shampoo your own hair. I have to shampoo it because that affects my service. So I just like to make sure that my clients leave out looking good as well as feeling good. That's my number one goal is healthy hair and as well as picking my client's spirit up. I have a really good spirit and baby, when I tell you I have I can pick up somebody's spirit real quick. So
Yeah,
some of my clients, like I tell people at this point in my career, a lot of my clients are God sent. Like sometimes God be having me give them a word or whatever, or just pick up their spirits because they feeling down. And I'm grateful to be able to do that because as hairstylists, we're more than just hairstylists. We're
yeah.
therapists and everything else.
And you want to, as you and I, same thing with my locks and stuff like that. Like way back then in my journey, um, it ain't that I'm just going to a hairstylist or somebody doing my hair. Like she just trying to get the. I mean, excuse me, but it ain't like that. She's just trying to get my money and leave, or it ain't ghetto or whatever like that. But like back then when I started my hair journey, well, my lock journey, the lady I went to, her name Patrice Bullware. She the one that started my locks. Shout out to her for starting my journey. And she went to church. I done did church videos for her, and I done did church events for her. She was like a promoter. Her daughter now do hair. She had done my hair a year in with my lock journey, but Patrice, she's been in my lock journey since year one all the way. Well, I say month zero all the way up to uh year year nine. Cause the ninth year, me growing my locks, she was doing them. But once I hit to 10 years, I had got it done by her daughter for a little while. And the thing about her was I was able to talk to her. Ain't nothing like talking to somebody while you getting your hair done, or if you in a shampoo bowl, you getting that massage and you feeling good, and you can kind of just like a barber. You know what I'm saying? You just talking to them about your updates, what's going on. They could also talk to you about your hair, if it's healthy, what you need to do, how is this, how is that.
Yeah, because it's so important because like I can tell when my clients putting too much heat on their hair. Even if they tell me they're not putting heat on their hair at home, I can tell because the hair it don't act right. So I just ask them, I'll be like, are you putting heat on your hair at home? Some of them tell the truth and some of them be like, no, not really. But most times from me asking that question, they stop putting so much heat on their hair. So we get it back on track because too much heat is just like too much chemicals. It is not good for the hair. It will make the hair start to shed and break off. And before you know it, all your hair be on the floor. So don't be going to put heat on your hair every day because that's not healthy for your hair.
Yeah, also another thing that's not healthy and stuff like that is, and I'm not finna go all crazy with locks and stuff like that. But bleaching, I done had somebody, you know what I'm saying? Well, not even somebody, a lot of people, they say a lot about like, well, I gotta turn that camera a little bit over here. But they'll say like pretty much don't bleach your hair as much and stuff like that. Just for anybody info, I only bleach my hair every 3 years when I'm transitioning to my color. I don't like bleach, try to get a whole nother color and all that. And I'm very aware of the damage of bleach and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not good to lighten your hair too much because it's a chemical service and too much of a good thing can become a bad thing. And that's with anything, not just hair products and hair services.
Right. So from that being said, what I do with my lock journey, I go I go black for like a couple years and a half. And then that 1 year, I would do stuff with bleach. Like y'all see, I would do something 1 year with the bleach, but I'm not like bleaching it. I bleach it. I give it a couple weeks and I bleach it just to give it that bleach color. After that, I leave it alone. And then once that's over with, and I've been doing this for like years, and my hair's been fine. And the thing about it, even if, because I didn't had a loctician, she said before, she was like, I don't want to keep bleaching your hair, but I'm telling her like, I want to get that bleach color. I want that, but you got to keep bleaching because it's gonna be brown and all that. But my thing is this though, even if my dreads, locks was to fall off, let it be. I'd be like, damn, well, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Or
Give you a lesson.
I try my best to even crochet it and that's what I've been doing. And a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's been 12 years in my journey so far, and yes, a lot of people they be like, "Ain't your link supposed to be a little bit longer than that?" Yes, it has, but I'd have been experiencing. But they growing back. They doing good. It's just that my link supposed to be about like about like this much longer than what it is. It's just that my tips you just got to be careful. It's just my tips been kind of falling off or whatever like that. Yes. So my link supposed to be a little bit longer than what it is, but I'm still going with it. And they growing pretty rapidly. I feel like I'm going to be right back to where I'm supposed to be before my tips start to, come off. And it's some of them, not all of them. That's why some of them are a little uneven. But also I feel like it's me wearing styles. I used to wear a lot of styles.
Yeah.
And I started off wearing the pony, the little rubber band ponytails. I ain't know that damage your hair like that. So that's why now I wear like scrunchies so it won't damage my tips or anything in that nature. So as I'm going along with my dread journey, I'm learning as I go and I'm just going with my blows. Like,
Yeah, that's how it is in the hair industry though, because as a hairstylist, it's trial and error. And they used to always tell me in hair school, like, you learn the most out in the field. And I used to be looking like, I'm paying y'all. Y'all need to be teaching me,
right.
learning in the field. But once you get out into the field, you see like a lot of stuff that you encounter and you come across, it be unpredictable. Like when I tell y'all I done dealt with some stuff, I'm like, I don't know how we gonna get this mat out of your hair, but through the grace of God, I was able to comb it out for people, but sometimes it don't work like that.
And then like with Matt, see, I'm glad I got the real Terrence. See, the real Terrence R. See, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about him. He said everybody have grows. He said everybody hair grows at a different rate. Exactly, bro.
Yes,
It
they
does.
do.
Donovan said scrape the hair and get into TikTok and how they supposed to banning this and not banning it yet. Oh, you talking about we could talk about that. But I may have to like go fast with it, bro, because we got some bomb topics right here. But I can see what I can do. I'll try to remember that. We can talk about it a little bit because I don't think I talk. I don't know. Did I talk about TikTok being banned on my last episode? I'm not sure, but I can talk about it again. Just stay tuned to the episode. And back to the real Terrence R. So Terrence Richardson, he we had our lock journeys together. His lock journey was April, somewhere in April. Mine was in January. So we was like close to our lock journeys. We both started in 2012. But unfortunately, he ain't like how his stylist was parting his hair. He ain't like the parts. He ain't like how his dress was kind of like maturing and all that. So he ended up doing a second journey. So yeah. And we still like toe to toe. So if he stay tuned to the podcast, he can get a little bit more information about he kind of know me though. So, but like I said, bro, if you watching, stay tuned because I already got like some intake about my dreads and stuff like that, and I got some knowledge, a lot of knowledge with it and with my journey. But what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, it's trial and error, and like I had to like learn it on my own. I couldn't just be like, what do it take to keep my dreads good? What do it take? I know you don't like saying dreads. I know what do it take to like get my
Yes,
locks
you should
good?
not say
Cause it
dreads
get cause
because they gave you
that
dreads because they say it's a dreadful hairstyle. So don't say dreads. Use the word locks because they're locks.
cause it make it sound like they're just ugly. Locks
Dread.
sound so like Terrence said, respect, bro. Nope. And he got his videos. He used to be like, keep it locked, keep it nappy, keep it happy, something in that nature. If I got it wrong, bro, put on the comments how you used to put it. Keep it locked, keep it nappy, keep it. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a learning thing. So
Yeah.
I didn't learn as I go. And same thing what you said about the mat. So you said people what you had said about the you just said
Some
it.
people let their hair mat up. Well, I done had different situations of where people end up letting their hair mat up, and sometimes I'm able to comb it out for them. Sometimes I'm not, but that's one thing about me. Some people will tell them no from the beginning. I will try if they
That's
want to
love.
come to me, but I'll be honest with them. We might not be able to comb this out. We might have to cut it out. So we go from there. Like I had one client that was coming to me before the pandemic, and then when the pandemic hit, she was a slime baby, so she didn't know how to do her own hair. Like her
Mm-hmm.
hair go probably down to her waist. Her hair is very long and it was beautiful, but like she was natural, so she didn't know how to do her own hair.
Mm-hmm.
So she attempted to shampoo it while we was on lockdown and she didn't comb it out. So it was a big mat when she came back in. And when I tell you, it took me like 3 hours to comb it out. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to comb it out. I told her the truth from the beginning. I didn't want to have to cut it, but I might have would have had to cut it. But thank God that we was able to comb it out. And when I got done, I told her, I said, "Baby, that was God that did that because that was not me." And she said, "I know I was praying too because
She said she was afraid too.
we had and grew her hair out so much, and I didn't want to have to cut it off, and we didn't have to. I was able to comb it out, and she still got long, beautiful hair.
Three
It was,
hours.
yeah,
Oh
three
my God.
hours. It was kind of thin on the ends, but right now, because I've been cutting it and slowly as it been growing, and now it's all to a healthy state. Like it took a minute, a good year and a half, to get back to where it's at now, but it's still long and beautiful. I was able to bless her with to keep her hair because any other stylist with the way it was, like I said, it took me 3 hours. They would have told her no. They wouldn't have did.
That's love. Terrence has said, "Keep it happy." Yeah, keep it happy, keep it nappy, keep it locked. Yeah, that was his slogan at the end of his videos. Um, Terrence also said, "My famous motivation lock quote." Yep. April Richardson, what's going on? Shout out to anybody that's still tuning in. I know my views done went a little down and all that, but y'all still the MVP. Um, so another thing I do want to say is like, what challenges, like, what's the most challenging, like, hairstyle you ever done, or like one of those where you like, oh, I gotta, gotta
I
get.
can't I can't really think of a challenging hairstyle. Now people can be challenging, but hairstyles necessarily if it's something that I know I can't do, I won't do it. I'm be honest, I don't do that.
So when you say people are challenging, what you mean by that? Like the people can be
Some
challenging.
people come just to try to get something for free. So they come, they like their hair, they tell you they like their hair, and then all of a sudden, I don't like my hair. You did something wrong. So the way I handle that is we try to come to a happy medium. And if I know it ain't nothing that I did wrong, I just be honest with them. Like, you told me you liked your hair before you left, so I don't see what's the issue now. But at the end of the day, in the hair book, it said we don't give refunds.
Right.
So especially if I performed the service, I did everything you wanted, and you was good in the end. Like you can't come back to me a day or two later and say that it's a problem. That right there is a big red flag. So just like people can be challenging, period, with dealing with them in the
Like
hair.
people, like basically like they could be challenging as a person,
Yeah, try
or
to give you a hard time. Yeah. And I'm blessed that I rarely come across those people, but sometimes I do. And I try to handle it with grace and understand that everybody feel different and think
mm-hmm.
different. But guess what? If you don't like what I do, you don't ever have to come back to me. We don't ever have to do business with each other like that again. And I wish you nothing but the best. And I hope you find a hairstylist that
For you, and that you can
yes.
work with.
Yes,
That's
because I'm not for everybody and I'm not
right.
going to try to make it like I'm for everybody and I'm not trying to do everybody here. I'm one person. If y'all just could understand how many people I tell I'm not able to fit you in. My book is full. I'm not one of those greedy stylists that's going to pile clients up on top of clients. I book according to how long it take me to do a service. I get my people in and out. And we do it like that because it's so much more peaceful and it just flows that way. And my clients appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it because
Right.
I don't want 10 people waiting on me like when she gonna get to me. I'm gonna get you done, get you out, and then by the time you get out, my next person gonna be coming in. So it just flow for me. I've been booking like that since the beginning, so I'm definitely grateful for having that structure. I learned that at JC Penney's book patterns, like how long it take you to do a service, and it's definitely beneficial to know how long it take you to do a service so that you can book accordingly.
So I mean, I mean, what I'm finna say, it may, I mean, just for anybody that watched the podcast, if they, saying want to come to you and get their hair done, to the ladies, um, this just small information. It ain't big, but I just want to ask this. So when it comes to them paying you, do you have like Cash App, or do you got one of those?
Yeah.
Cause I didn't went to certain barbers where they got like a thing they put underneath their phone, and it's like they like swipe underneath. It's like a little. So
Yeah, I
how the
can.
paying thing, if you don't mind?
I I can do cash. I can do Cash App. I can do Zelle. I can do cards. Yeah, like anyway, but I prefer cash.
What's the reason behind that?
Cash is king. I prefer cash.
Yeah, like and I'm gonna give y'all like a little thing too about like cash and card. If you the type of person that it'd be like if I had some type of payment thing and I'm doing my own thing or something like that, I would really prefer both, but mostly card or Cash App or digital cash because I'm more of an online shopper than, what I'm saying, outside. So, if I ain't got no money on my card, I can't do it like I mean, I can put the money in my car for my cash, but just at a quick tip, card, card pay. Um, so let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. How the clients treat you?
My clients treat me very well. I am grateful for the clientele that I have. I love all my clients. They love me. It's nothing but good vibes, good energy. When I tell you,
Let me make sure the camera's good.
me and my clients, it's really like family. Like, that's one thing. Like, people get out into the industry and stuff and they expect their family members to support you. But in all actuality, and family don't support you until they see other people supporting you. So don't start in no nothing, no business, no nothing, and expect your family to support you. Your family is going to start supporting you when everybody else supports you. Sometimes people have good families that support them in the process, but most times your family want to see what you can do before they even support you. So don't have the expectations and don't feel down on yourself if your family don't support you. Be okay with that and just know that anything you do is going to take time. Keep moving forward in it and know that if you have the mindset that it's going to work out, trust and believe it's going to work out. It might take a little bit of work and dedication, but in the end, things are going to work out for your favor. And that's the mindset I tell people to be in, because you got to know that all things are working together for your greater good, because they truly are. But if you don't know that, then all you going to see is a negative outcome.
Right.
You got to shift your mindset. And I think that's my biggest thing. I always knew that I would be successful in this industry. I always knew I would have a salon even before I had a salon. When I tell y'all,
Manifestation.
yes, like the long, big
That's what we
mirrors
should have
that I
talked
got
about.
in my
That's what we should have got
salon.
about manifestation. But keep on going though.
The long, big mirrors that I got in my salon, like from the beginning of me wanting the salon, I'm like, I'm going to have them long mirrors in my salon. And when I tell y'all I got them long, big mirrors in my
Oof.
salon,
Heard-
and my salon is beautiful and I'm grateful
It give me
for it.
goosebumps. That give me
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
it's a joy feeling to give me goosebumps. Like you
Yes.
said you was
That
gonna
was
do that
God.
and you got that.
Definitely.
That's a
Yes.
blessing.
Yes,
Cause
definitely a
a lot of
blessing.
people, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people they manifest a lot of shit, but they don't really
That's because they are manifesting but not believing they can have it. The secret to manifestation is knowing that you're going to have it and everything is aligning for you to have it. If you want to manifest anything, you got to know that it's already yours. You can't think, oh, what if, what if, what if, what if? Ain't no what if. It's mine and I'm going to get it. It might not be right now, but it's mine and I'm going to get it. You got to have that mindset. Like, never did I ever think that I wasn't going to have a salon. Like, when I knew I was going into the hair industry, I knew I was going to eventually have a salon. I didn't know when. And even when I got my salon, I
right.
wasn't sure I was going to get it at that point, but God knew I was ready. So he aligned things. When I tell y'all, that's a whole nother story right there. But
Right.
God constantly aligns things for me, and I'm constantly seeking his guidance and his wisdom to take me as far as I can go. And me being a hairstylist is only a part of my destiny. Like,
Mhm.
God got much bigger plans for me, and I'm grateful that he chose me for what he got me doing. And I'm I'm just ready
and you
for
taking that
whatever.
purpose for exactly what he wanted you to
Oh
do.
yeah.
And like with me, it's like I just appreciate like it's stuff I'm grateful for what I got right now and what I'm doing, but I done came a long way. Like with my videography and my photography and my YouTube and the people around me. I appreciate that, but then I'm like, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, but I want to reach for more, and that's not bad. I want to reach for
No,
more,
that's
and
good.
I want to grab. Like sometimes I just want to just choke my dream. I want to just grip that motherfucker and be like, I
And
got
that's what
your
you
ass.
gotta
I'm not
do.
letting you.
Keep
Like
going after
I'm
it.
trying to grip that mug like on an ankle. Like you ain't going no motherfucking where. I'm gonna
Cause
reach my dreams.
what's a lot of people do is they have dreams, but they don't believe they're gonna happen. If you don't think it's gonna happen, then it's not going to happen. We create our reality with thought alone. So with that mindset that, oh, I don't think it's gonna happen,
Right.
it's not gonna happen. You're not aligning things for it to happen. And you have to align things mentally as well as physically. So if your mind is set on that, eventually it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But when you shift your mindset and you don't think it's gonna happen, it's not. It's not. It's all about what you believe. What you believe is what you achieve. So if you don't believe that you can have it, you're not going to have it.
Dang, I about to say something else. Dang, it was something with that. Manifestation. Yeah, it come from the mind first. I was gonna say something.
Yes, gotta people gotta realize we are co-creating our reality with God. So God is always willing to help us have and receive whatever we want, but you got to believe and know that He can do it. And that's a lot of people' problem. They pray to Him, but they don't believe that He's able to do the things He's able to do the impossible. So if you believe and you know that and you stand on that faith,
Hmm.
faith is
Faith
all it
is
takes
all
is
it
the
takes.
faith
Yeah,
of a mustard seed. And faith is some powerful stuff, baby.
and a lot of people been saying that on
Cause
my podcast. They say that same phrase. Faith. I'm telling you, if you go on my YouTube, now I'm gonna show you. If you go on
yes.
episode 3.5, my cousin E said it, Kat
Hmm.
said it, and you said it. The faith of a mustard
Yes.
seed.
All it takes is the faith of a mustard seed. And I want y'all to look up a mustard seed. Ain't nothing but a dang on speck. And that's all it take for you to just know that everything is working out for you. You got to have that mindset. But they program us and they train us to have a negative mindset.
Society.
So, yes. So you got to stop going by society standards and basing your reality off of what society want and go after what you want. Pursue what you want because you can have that. Nothing less than that. But you gotta know. You
So
gotta go after it.
my mind had came back. Now I got it back. Now you know how you was saying stuff about going after your dreams and how you gonna have different some in that nature. What you were saying about like going after your dreams and you're gonna have all type of things, all type of people saying this. Gonna be all type of obstacles you got to go through. I just I'm gonna have to send it to you at this podcast. I just seen this meme, and once you see it, you're gonna be like, yup. Once you see, it, you're gonna be like, yup. I'm gonna send it to you, but basically, it's a guy. He got a it's like all these people, and he got a book. In the book, he it's like a book, and the book say dream, and it's like it's like somebody right here. They got different descriptions. Like it's like he right here, it's a person right here, person right there, person right there, person right here, person right there, and then it's like the goal. And they got like a dude like right on the side. He got like he like the boss. It's like you almost there, but it got like the descriptions was basically saying like you got family, money, finances, then you got doubt, you got jobs, you got uh uh dang relationships. You got it had all type of like ways that can mess up your dream and like the obstacle. I'm gonna have to show you, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's life itself. We have so many obstacles, but you just gotta know. You gotta have that mindset that everything is gonna work out, even with those obstacles. Because I tell people, you gotta understand
I love that
that
quote.
you can take anything negative and make it a positive, but you gotta shift your mindset about it. That's like right now, if your car break down, you don't know if your car broke down because you was about to go and get into an accident. Your car breaking down might have could have saved your life, but you don't know that. You just looking at the fact that your car is broke down. You got to realize that everything is working together for our greater good. So if your car broke down, that rejection of that car not going was for a reason. That was a blessing in disguise. And we are programmed to not look at those blessings and to always look at the negative in that situation instead of realizing that it's working together for you. You want certain things, but God got to align them for you to have them.
What's up, Tammy? What's up, Sharice Toplin? If I said your name wrong, don't Terrence said 100%. Appreciate you too, Terrence, tuning in, tapping in. My 4 viewers, y'all the true goats, y'all the true MVP. But yeah, I truly agree. It's a lot of stuff that happened to where like we just don't understand. We be like, why this happened? Why this happened? But it could have been. It's a reason behind that, but we don't know. Like you said, it's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of things that I still second guess on. Like sometimes I be like, I think the other Tammy hearted that. Terrence also said, "For every reason is a purpose." Exactly.
Yes.
I like how you had said that. Even though things ain't going right, you just that quote. It's like a quote. You just said. You said even though things not going right for you, it's still
Align
you still gotta
look at it. Look at the positive and look at the good thing. Like at the end of the day, you don't know what it saved you from. You don't know why your car broke down, and sometimes it don't even matter. Just as long as you know that everything is working together for your greater good, everything is going to work together for your greater good. Like I have shifted my mindset over these last couple years, and I'm just so grateful for that because I used to get car trouble, and baby, when I tell you it's make me depressed. Now when I get car trouble, I'll be like, okay, can I afford to get it fixed?
Mhm.
If I can't afford to get it fixed, I'm about to try to get it fixed. If I can't afford to get it fixed, okay, how can I get back and forth to work and take care of my business while I build up my
and it's
funds to be
also
able
a
to get it
test. God
fixed?
also, I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
tests
it's
you all the
always a
time. He like,
test.
okay, you gonna let this car?
Always. Yep. And then sometimes he tests you to see like, is you gonna react how you used to react? And God
Did you
don't
grow from
test
that?
us. Yes, God don't test us so that he can see where we grew at. He tests us so that we can see where we grew at because we're constantly growing and evolving. But the problem is with some people, and a lot of people say with age come wisdom, that's not always true.
Mm.
Because if you're not learning lessons and growing from the test, then you're not going to have the wisdom. So you have to see the lesson in everything and see the blessing in everything to really grow and continue to evolve in the situation.
Because you can be like about 100 years old and ain't even learn nothing from what you went through, or you can be. I mean,
Yeah.
excuse me, ladies, because this is a good example. Excuse me.
What you got to say about the lady?
It's just relationships. If you still going after that man and you ain't learned that he don't want you, you about 35 years old, you still like, oh, he's love me. Oh, he's gonna be there for the child, and you still not like seeing that he don't want. Excuse me. You
That
still
goes on both parts though. That's men and women because a lot of
both,
you
yeah,
men
men too. But women
are
more just, oh my god.
no, you can't. That's a stereotype. You can't put. I already told you you got to stop stereotyping, putting people in categories because everybody don't belong in them categories. Everybody is different, and it's a lot of men out here doing the same
But
thing.
like I said, yeah,
But it's all about people needing to grow and learn from the situations instead of constantly. That's insanity.
uh-huh.
You expecting a different result, but you constantly doing the same thing. You got to do something different.
But I was gonna say this too, Tammy. Like, also, it's also all about the experience that you went through. Cause I didn't seen a lot of girls go through it. You probably seen men. You know, everything is right. Is how they also have it as perspective. Like when I was on episode 12, and I was talking to Kat. If y'all go look at episode 12, and I was like, man, I see a lot of women. I see no, I see a lot of deadbeat fathers, and she was like, no, she's in her 40s, but she lived longer than me and she seen more than me. But she was like, no. She was like, it's a lot of deadbeat mothers. She like, I see a lot of deadbeat mothers than
Yeah.
fathers. But from my perspective, I seen a lot of deadbeat
It's
fathers.
a lot of both. And that's what we got to stop doing. We got to stop stereotyping everything, but we got to look at the situation, okay? Because people only look at the surface, but everything is always deeper than the surface, and everything always goes back to what they were programmed to be and do, because we don't realize
Society.
it, but we are programmed from day one. We are computer systems were created in our image.
Mm-hmm.
Just like computer systems have to be programmed, as human beings, we have to be programmed. So some people weren't programmed and trained to know certain things and to think certain ways. So that's where reprogramming comes into play. And the only way that you can reprogram yourself is through repetition. So sometimes people just need to start doing things different and constantly do them different so that they can reprogram all the negative things and all the things that don't benefit them so that they can shift to things that do. If you don't realize it's a problem, then how can you fix it? And that's a lot of people's problem. They don't want to realize that it's a problem internally that they need to fix. And most people have problems that they need to fix. Like your parents, the way your parents raised you, your parents can only raise you the way that they were taught to raise you,
That's
unless
true.
they chose to learn different and do things different themselves.
Because
And
it's by their perspective, what they
yeah,
see, you know what I'm saying? So they like, oh, well, I was brought up doing this. Special. Ooh, we can get off in this topic, but I ain't gonna talk. We ain't gonna talk about this topic. We may, if you want to, we can on the next podcast if we ever do another one. But like racism come from what you've been taught.
it's taught. Racism is a taught thing. Yes.
But I ain't get off into that topic. But yeah,
Yes, perspective is so important. And sometimes you need to shift your perspective. Like I said, we're programmed and taught to look at things as negative, but you have to shift your perspective and look at things as positive, because everything is working together for your greater good. When I tell y'all, that's one of the best mindsets that you can have, because you'll start to look at everything totally different. You start to look at the things that you would once perceived as bad and negative as, okay, this is aligning for what I asked for.
Mhm.
Because we asked God for X, Y, and Z, but X, Y, and Z got to happen for us to have those things. So you got to realize that everything is working together to give you what you want, but you got to have that mindset. If you think it's not, then it won't, because we are creating this reality with our thoughts.
And I want to get back to the programming. So like, and we kind of explained this on episode 11. We talk about like TV programming and stuff like that.
Yeah, all
Society,
that.
all that is society. They want you to think certain stuff. Like, okay, so I got 2 bearded dragons, right? And hear me out. I do want to get a snake. You know what I'm saying? I want to get my own house and all that. So first thing first, what people think of fear. But as I done had my bearded dragons, and I done seen how like snakes can be vicious though, especially the wild ones. But it's not all that as they try to program you thinking about a snake. A snake is really like a ball python, for example. Them snakes, they call them ball pythons because when they get scared, they ball up. That's why they call them ball pythons. But they not like, they don't want to attack you. They more on the defense. Well, they defense is the ball up, but they're not like crazy, or they not like ferocious as a lot of people think they are. But I was thinking to myself, like, man, snakes ain't even that bad as they program you to think. Like my
Yeah.
bearded dragons, they think that they are like the most fearsomest lizards and stuff like that. Maybe the wild ones, but a lack of knowledge of something is
That's what they do. They want us to believe that animals are more vicious than us and all this other stuff, because they want us to fear them. But fear is false evidence appearing real. And they use that to get us scared of certain things, when actuality, you got to realize, just like with human beings, it's some evil human beings out here that choose to be that way, and there's some good ones. Just like with animals. Just because it's a lion does not mean that lion want to kill you. Most
Right.
lions want to get away
want
from
to get
you
away from you. Yeah.
because of the fact that they don't want to come, like, they already know our history. Because what do human beings do? They go and kill animals. They go and take over their land and everything.
Shit, read the real killers. Let me stop.
Exactly,
Let me
for
stop.
real.
And
But they want us to be programmed to believe that these animals and these creatures are just so harmful to us, when actuality, human beings are more harmful than any
we really
creature on this
we
planet.
doing deforestation. We gutting chickens. We gutting pigs. We eating pigs. The animals ain't doing that to other animals. We the one really
Well, some
affecting.
animals do, but
Yeah, but like we doing the most. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. We taking
Yeah.
forests. We
And then the thing about it with us compared to animals is that our consciousness, we're conscious of what we're doing,
Mhm.
and we're still doing it. That's why like that right there is the big thing. We got to realize that we got to stop looking at the cover and judging the cover, the book by the cover, because baby, everything has so much more to it than what meets the surface.
Right. And I was gonna say this too, like, what if I'm just saying this is a what if. So I be having my thoughts and, you know, podcasting just like therapy to me. I just like to express myself. If you agree, you agree. If not, you not. But I also think like, what if just a what if situation? What if they just want us to be scared of certain animals and they
Okay.
don't want us to get close to nature? Like what if they don't what if we supposed to love animals or not be scared of them as they program us to on society and stuff like that? What if we need to get more in tune to animals, but they trying to take society trying to take that away from us? They trying to put fear in us to you
That
know what I'm saying?
that is exactly what they do. But they don't want us to know that. If you were to look into more things and open up your mind and stuff to the reality of things, this system lies to us about
Keep going.
everything.
Yeah.
They lie to us about everything. So once you realize that, you really got to question everything. And once you, what they say, you take off them rose colored glasses and you start to see the real, like, you can't help but see the real out here because they constantly are programming us to think the way they want us to think. But in actuality, we are the ones that give things meaning. And we have to start giving the things the meaning that we want to give it instead of allowing society to give things the meaning that they want to give. That's the power that we have to be able to give things meaning. And most people allow society to dictate what meaning they give things, and we got to stop doing that. You got to realize that that's how they control us. And it's time for us to take back our power and control ourselves and choose peace, love, joy, and happiness. Like, because if you got any choice to choose happiness or sadness, why would you ever choose sadness? Why would you not choose happiness? And that's how we gonna shift things and change this world, by choosing happiness. Like, I get up every day and my number one goal is to have a beautiful and a happy day. And I do, because regardless of what happens, I know that everything is working together for my greater good and everything is gonna work out. Everything is gonna align for me. And I'm just going with the flow. Like, life is not perfect. It can be perfect if you see it as perfect. We give meaning to things. So you got to stop allowing society and life to give its own meaning to what you should give the meaning to. That's where our power is at. And we are very powerful, but they make us believe that we're not. Because, like you said, they want us to believe that animals are so vicious, but human beings are very vicious. Like, they go to war to take over other countries and territories constantly. Like, in every war is to push an agenda. Don't ever believe them when they tell you they did a war to do something or to save somebody. No, it's to push an agenda that they trying to achieve.
And then like I just feel like us as a human being, man, like if we real deal like if we supposed to be humans and we supposed to love each other, I feel like we shouldn't be going to war with anybody. Why is we
Exactly.
going to war with different people? That's and you know what I'm saying?
Because the system is bullies, and so the system go to war because they want control, and that's what warfare is used for, to take control. So you just gotta realize that you are in control of your own reality. So take control of your reality and take control of your thoughts, because a lot of people believe just because they have a thought that they got to make it yours. Like,
Right.
that's how the devil attacks us, through our mind. So if you having negative thoughts, those thoughts might not even be your thoughts. They did a study, and with this study, they was really trying to see people different reactions to different pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So they was show them pictures of good things as well as bad things,
Mm-hmm.
and they was showing the pictures 10 seconds apart. And this is how they discovered that we don't think thoughts, we download thoughts. Because after showing the people the pictures for a while, the brain projected the next image to the computer 7 seconds before they even showed it.
Mm. Judge a book by its cover, pretty much. You know.
Yeah. Like we are powerful. Like literally, we have all these gifts and stuff that we don't even use because of the fact that they are suppressed on
And what I want to
purpose.
say is this, like, same thing with gifts, talents, and stuff like that. I kind of, and this is just me. I feel like, once you working for somebody and stuff like that, and we're gonna get up into that topic in a minute too, with that, with schools and all that stuff. But like, I just also feel as if like what it is they know that we got talents. They know that we can change the
Mm-hmm.
world with our talents. They know we
Yes.
can, we can be powerful with our talents, and I also think like they don't want us to be like that because
No.
it's gonna lower them. It's gonna lower society.
They don't want us to be like that because when we operate in our imagination and our creativity and this stuff, it threatens what they're doing and
Right.
they like they control. Like people always think everything is about money. Nothing is ever about money. Money is just another form of control. Everything is about control
I
and
feel like
manipulation.
it's really up in here because if you got the knowledge to do something to like if I like right now, which I kind of do, like if I got the knowledge to like I'm talking about the exact knowledge what to do, how to do it, I wouldn't be working right now. Like I got the knowledge, but like if I had the exact knowledge, like where to
It's
go,
not exact knowledge though. You got to realize it's about you pursuing your like what you love. Go after what you love and everything will align for you. You just got to have that
and
mindset.
and about that, like that's why that's it's all about you, what you want to do, and that's what I mean by like the jobs and stuff like that. They want you to work forever,
Yeah.
working for somebody else. They don't want you to. They do not want you to do what you want to do, so they can get because they want power from you, and then they can replace you. But like once you think about yourself and what you want to do, and not even that. Let me say this though. Let's talk about money, even though everything is all about money. But like this week, I got a my cousin them they finna have like some type of event, right? And now I got a choice. So I work on the weekends right now. Currently, I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 12s. So the thing is like I got a choice between like do I want to take them time? Do I want to take that time off? He got a video he want me to do, and I'm gonna be getting paid like twice as much that day if I go to work that day. And not only that, I'm liking what I want to do and getting twice as much as that. And I'm just like, man, should I just go to work and then just be on my feet? You know
That
what I'm
shouldn't
saying?
even be a
Or
question.
should I just take the opportunity to
You
do what
take the
I want to do,
opportunity.
get paid with that? Cause later on down the road, I do want to get paid from my videos. That's my goal. So it's like when I do stuff like that, it heightens my vibration like and it's something about when I do videos for people and I'm capturing moments for people, it's something in my head that tells me like this your purpose.
Yeah.
It's something like
Part of your
this is
purpose for
what I want
sure.
you to do. This whole entire reality and this timeline right now as of you that's existing right now is like this your purpose. It's something. It's a I don't know, I can't even explain it,
That's
but
because your intuition and your higher self, like we don't realize it, but we always have a higher self that's guiding us. And that's
right.
your intuition is telling you that this is what you are supposed to be doing, but you're not listening to it. You're thinking, oh, I got to go to this
The
job and make
job
this job money. But at the end of the day, if you know you're not going to lose the job by
and
missing
I'm
those
not.
couple days, why
Yeah.
would you not miss those couple days to pursue what
What
you
you want to
plan on
do.
doing and what is your biggest dream? Like that's where people mess up at. They put all their energy because we're nothing but
And
energy.
it ain't even
They put
about
all their energy into these other people businesses
and it
and
ain't
making
even
their business successful,
right.
but they won't put that same energy into what they
They
want to
want to do.
pursue. You have to put that same energy that you putting into somebody else's business and somebody else, whatever they got going on, into your thing. So that's how you gonna grow what you want to do.
And it ain't even just jobs that's holding people back. It's family. You got some people where they be like, no, Terrence said, do what is best for you because we are always replaceable
Replaceable.
on jobs.
Yes, and
Exactly.
you got to understand that. Just like they made people think that they had to get the COVID shot to keep a job, but
That
guess what?
shit, man.
That job could have fired you that very same day that you got that COVID shot to keep that job. How did that work out for some people?
And it wasn't even the thing about it. They was doing variants and that. It wasn't even the actual shot. They just testing people out. It ain't even the exact thing at that. They just testing people. They ain't the exact.
We're always test dummies for them, but we allow it because we don't know better. Knowledge is power. So that's why we have to become aware. Awareness is so important.
And shout out to the 6 views. What's up, y'all? Hey, y'all tuning in. Y'all tap in. Terrence, he also said, yeah, he said can't be wealthy working for people. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Because wealth, like people got to realize most millionaires have at least 7 different streams of income. And most of those incomes are, I ain't gonna say most of them, all of them are passive income. So they're not working for that income.
Mm-hmm.
We believe where we come from, if you come from the hood, whatever, we're taught that you gotta work for money, but money is supposed to work for you. That's the mindset that you gotta shift. You gotta make your money work for you because we're constantly working for money. And if you always working for money, how can you truly enjoy your life? You can't.
You steady. It's another
You
video.
steady chasing that next dollar.
And it's another video I got on Facebook. It's a guy. I'm gonna have to show you this video too. It's a guy. It is reality. It's real shit.
Yeah.
I feel like certain people. I don't know what it is about me, but I feel like I'm a little. I'm just saying. I feel like I'm a little more woke than a lot of younger people. It's like I see.
It's not age. It's not an age thing. It's all about, like I said, with age does not always come wisdom. It's all about learning and growing and being open. Because if you're not open and you're programmed and you're shut off to new things, you will never evolve. And as human beings, we're supposed to evolve in our consciousness because we are conscious beings.
Yeah, but like on the video, they had a dude. He was just running, and they had like a. It was like a money. They had like a. He was chasing after the money, and I swear it was he chasing after the money, and it was like a little string with money. He steady chasing it. He had like a suit on. He had like his little briefcase, like I'm going to work. He kept on chasing it, and as he chasing it, he getting older and older and older, and they had like a grave, and it's like the money just like went like this, like it's over now. Like the money just went up, like ain't no chasing, you finna fall anyway. And he, what I'm saying, they had like the little grave part, and then he was a skeleton. He went in the grave.
Oh yeah, that's that rat race they got us running in reality. And you got to realize that, like I say, money is nothing but a form of power and control. You got to stop focusing on the money and focus on pursuing your dreams
And
and
what you
your
want to do.
highest good, because that's what's going to bring you money. Especially if you are in alignment with what God wants you to do, baby, He
That
will
job ain't gonna be
supply
shit.
all your needs.
Mhm.
And we always look at money as the outlet, but a lot of times the best things come to you for free. The best things in life are free, and love transcends all. Like, man, I would spend all my money on something that I love real quick and not think twice about it and know I'm gonna go make it back because that's what I love. And I know that if I'm taking care of the things I love and the people that I love, everything is gonna work out for me.
And they all come together.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by like, cause I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, it seemed like every time I do my own thing and I make my own money, it's like I'm making twice as much, and I ain't trying to like scare anybody that's job turkeys and all that. That's doing y'all do y'all thing. If y'all to where y'all happy working a 9 to 5, or at least it's taking care of the bills or whatever. Hey, kudos to you. But it's some people like me. I'm I'm just more outgoing than that. I'm thinking a little bit out of the box than that. I wanna.
And you have to think outside the box.
Yeah.
They want us to think inside the box because as long as we're thinking inside the box, they can control us. So once you start to think outside the box and realize it's more to life than what they tell us and what we believe from what we was taught,
Right.
then you get to see the bigger picture. You get to experience more. Like the things that I experienced in my life, I couldn't even wrap my head around because of the fact that I didn't even know some of the stuff was possible. But God always made a way because I'm a true believer in Him, and my faith, baby, back to that faith. All it takes is the faith of mustard seed. My faith is very strong, and I know that God is going to put me where I be. Like I always had dreams of being multi-rich. I'm not there yet, but baby, it's coming. It's coming, and I plan on making money while I'm sleeping, while I'm on vacation, while I'm doing everything. I'm gonna constantly have streams of money. And most people mindset is not on constantly having streams of money coming in constantly.
Mhm.
Most people don't believe that they can have it.
Because I see if I'm seeing other people doing it, how come I can't do it?
Exactly.
If you seen other people on YouTube making money and stuff, I'm like, it's a way. I just don't know what you got to do. All I need is that knowledge and what I need to do.
You just need to pursue what you pursuing and let everything
just
align
fall.
for you. Stop basing it on something else, because that's our problem. We always want to do a comparison and trying to keep up with the Joneses. Like, if you pay attention to celebrities and stuff, they are uniquely them.
And they done been popped. They done got like bigger in their own little ways. Like, it's like they making money. They famous. They doing what they want to do in their career. Even though so and so may had went off when he was a kid, like Bow Wow. He was a kid, and then he was already good. And you got some artists, they start off being the best, like Drake. You know what I'm saying? At like 30, early 30s or something like that. Everybody got their own path.
You know, Drake started off on Degrassi, so Drake been in the industry for a long time, but he was just an actor.
That's true.
Then he wasn't an artist. But you see, when he was on the show, he always would rap on the show. He wasn't a good rapper,
Right.
but he would always rap on the show. But now look, he one of the hottest rappers in the industry. People love him.
And I want to say this too. How you feel like that? I'm gonna tell you my take of it. Like, you know how like some rappers, some artists, they start off as a group and then they end up doing their own thing. Do you like them artists in a group, or do you like when they do their own thing?
I love them both ways, because sometimes, like Beyonce, prime example, her father knew what he was doing, and he named the group Destiny's Child for a reason. And so what he was doing is that Beyonce needed some work, so he was using the group so that she can go and grow as a artist and grow as a person to get to where she needed to be once she got on her own. So I love Destiny Child as well as I love Beyonce by herself, but sometimes
because that's what made her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At the end of the day, yeah. You know, you kind of see that, and that's why I like having others on my pod. Terrence said all about connections as well.
Yeah,
I believe that too.
Networking is so important, because people don't realize is that we are constantly sharing information with people, even when you're not talking to somebody. Just somebody energy can affect you. If somebody, and everything is nothing but frequency and vibration. So when somebody is on a higher vibration, they can pick up your vibration and your spirit if they know how the power that they have. Like, I am a very good person of transmuting energy, and I can take negative energy and make it positive with effortlessly, because you might have could have came to me in a bad mood, but I guarantee you, if we talk and we have a good conversation, you're not going to leave me in a bad mood, because I'm going to open up your mind to something different, something that you didn't think about, because we're programmed to only think one way. But you got to realize it's 100 different ways to do the same thing. So once you start to open up your mindset and say, okay, I did it this way over and over again, maybe it's another way I can do it, and that may work out better. And then you actually pursue it. And even if that way don't work, try another way. We're taught to give up after it don't work, when in actuality you can never fail in life if you keep going and keep trying, because eventually you're going to succeed. But we're taught that if you don't succeed the first time, then it's failure. No. That's just a milestone.
That's a little phase. Yeah, just a little step. You know, gotta keep going. Yeah, and like I was gonna say this too. Like, I like back to the artists and stuff like that. I like both, because it's what like with Drake. He started off in Young Money. That's what made Drake Drake. And then I like I'm gonna be honest. I love them when they by themselves, because it's like, what can you do by yourself without this group?
That's because, and then the thing is, them by themselves, you get to authentically see them
other than that
raw, instead of them in a dynamic of me with other people, because authenticity and people being individuals is so important. Like, we're taught that we're supposed to try to copy everybody else and be like everybody else, but in actuality,
you cannot be like everybody else.
You are supposed to be individually you. You're not supposed to try to be like anybody else, because you look at all the celebrities, they have their own identity. They make money off of you wanting to be them. So look at the power that holds. Why would you ever want to be a celebrity when you can do you and be you and shine brighter than anything ever?
What's up, Faye Williams? Just like Sexy Red. She want all the girls to be ratchet, all the girls to be
when did that woman say that she want girls to be ratchet? She's just that way because she was programmed to be that way, and that's all she know. And
True.
she might change eventually. She's still young. You got to realize that you judging a book by its cover.
Just like
that's all she knows. So
just-
that's all she can present to y'all, and that's what's making her money and getting her the hype. So why would she not pursue it?
Right, and just like I like that too. Anything can also change. Like Black China. I don't know if you seen how she used to be, and then she ended up lasering her tattoos, and then I think she took her ass or something like that. Now she natural. So a lot of people, they do change for the better.
Anybody can change, but you gotta want to change and you gotta do the work. It's gonna take work because, like I say, it's all about reprogramming yourself because we're programmed to be certain ways. And in order to make that change, you have to reprogram yourself and program yourself to see things different, to do things different. And it's not hard, it's just challenging and it's going to take time. You didn't become who you are in one day.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to become a whole new version of yourself, it's not gonna happen in one day. But it's definitely worth it because when you look back on who you were and who you become, you're going to be grateful for that because you're going to see the impact that you're making not only in your own life but in other people's lives. And we are supposed to be doing things for the greater good of all and harm to none. And once you shift your mindset and that's what your goal is, like everything aligns for you. Everything works out for you because, baby, life can be beautiful for everybody, but not if we're looking at life as a competition because life is not a competition.
And let's touch up on that. We might as well go ahead and touch up on that too, like with the peace. How you had said that. Do people believe we can? Yeah, do people believe we can have peace on earth? I truly agree that it's just how you, it's how you navigate stuff. You know,
to truly for us to have peace on this earth,
it's
going to take enough of us choosing to choose happiness, choosing peace, because you can always have drama, but you can always have peace. Which one are you going to indulge in? Are you going to indulge in the argument? Are you going to diffuse the argument? Are you going to be a part of the problem? Are you going to be a part of the solution? And that's what people need to stop trying to be in the midst of everything because, like, drama can be interesting. We all
it can be,
know,
but it's bad.
But you is no such thing as good and bad for real. But you got to realize that is that benefiting anybody?
Nah. Just like the reality TV shows. I'll be like, man, I'll be watching my mom and them be watching it. I'll be like, man, it's entertainment, but it's a bunch of bull. Like, where is it going?
You got to realize that just like television, everything is shifting to us watching each other do different things. So they show that stuff because they want to push the negativity. So of course they're going to highlight the drama and the issues in the show instead of highlighting the good things, just like they do in reality, just like they do with the news and everything.
Yeah.
On the news, I guarantee you it's going to be way more negative topics than
positive.
That's because the society and the system that we are in right now is pushing the negativity. And that's why we got to shift it and choose the positivity. It's a masses right now that is choosing negativity and choosing bad things. We have to become the masses that choose positivity and choose the good things that uplift each other because you think they teach us that you got to step on other people to get to the top, but it's enough room at the top for everybody.
Right. Yeah. Back to the schools and stuff like that. So why you think that they don't talk to the kids of finances and stuff like that?
That's because the school system is designed and created to create workers. The school system, you literally go to school to learn how to be a better
and it's
worker.
Crazy how they designed it all together. You got to go to lunch. You got to go to. It's the same thing. You got
same thing as prisons. All that is all control. Like we back to the control. We back to the society. Manipulation. That's how
this is how we supposed to be. We supposed to wake up at this certain time, or we supposed to do this. We supposed to do that. But no, actuality, you ain't gotta do that.
Exactly. And time itself is nothing but an illusion because you got to realize that
I was talking about that.
Different time zones in different places. Like right now, it's places in Korea that's 24-hour difference and over 24 hours different from us. But we don't realize that and we don't think about that because of the fact that they only have us thinking surface level. Only way you think about that further is if you get to experience that or you actually meet somebody that is on a different time frame, especially that much of a time frame difference than you. Like we don't think about it just like right now in Vegas, they're 3 hours what
That
behind
behind us,
us.
like Cali, 3 hours behind Michigan. Yeah.
hmm Yeah, like we literally base everything on time, but in actuality, in different places, the time is different.
Yep.
Time is nothing but illusion, and it's just a way for us to meet up at the same place at the same time and to align things for us. So, yes, it is definitely beneficial, but is it real?
It's
No.
nah. And then like back with the school thing. So how come that they don't teach the kids? Cause we talk about the finances, and it's like why they don't teach the kids about because like back in school I had a life skill class. It was my freshman year. They gave me it was like a 1 hour class, but it wasn't enough for life skills for real from the whole semester.
Yeah.
But like I noticed that they don't like talk to the kids, and me too going in school. They barely tell the kids how to be entrepreneurs, how to not be a worker, go for what you want to go for. They don't tell the kids like, yeah, you finna be working for something. You think you doing something by graduating, but you graduating to be somebody else's worker. And
That's because the school system is designed for us to be workers, and everything is created so that the people that's high up in our
so
world
they
in
can stay
society
they can
can
stay up.
stay high up and they can keep us down. If more of us were to pursue our dreams and be successful with our dreams, and like let's go to the TikTok ban. That's why they want to ban TikTok because we
It's
have
so much
people
information
going on
going on
TikTok
TikTok.
and becoming multi-rich just off of them being them, becoming multi-rich just off of their products, just off of their content. And that's why they're trying to get rid of TikTok so bad because they don't want you going on TikTok, come showing your podcast and getting 1 million followers and making money off of that. They don't want you going on TikTok selling your products and becoming a millionaire off of selling your products, all because we have an outlet and an avenue now where they can't control it. It's not controllable. They want everything to be in control where they can control it. And TikTok is something that they can't control. Now, Facebook, on the other hand, they got full control over that because they're only going to show what they want to show. They're only going to put out there what they want to put out there. But because our government does not control TikTok, they can't dictate what is put on TikTok. But in Facebook, they can. It's in the
I
states.
heard something. I may be wrong. But I heard like Facebook shut down and they said something about if Facebook shut down, it shut down, but TikTok don't. Like TikTok got its own thing or something in that nature. I don't know exactly how I'm trying to like put it, but it was something in that nature I heard. Like basically TikTok is like the shit. Like it got its own thing. It ain't
Yeah.
like it ain't finna shut down. It ain't it ain't like ain't tick because I'm trying to get more on TikTok too. I'm trying to put my podcast like little episodes and stuff on TikTok. But like, hey, is TikTok is they more like lenient than how Snapchat they more strict. You can't screen record this or you can't do this. You can't if somebody screenshot is TikTok like a lot lenient
Yes,
because
it's more lenient. Like I say, they can't control TikTok the way they control Facebook
Facebook
and
or
stuff.
like
Because
Snapchat.
like on Facebook, they tell you can make all this money from your content creating, but they will
Right.
find a reason for you not to get your money, even if it's a little bit
Oh.
of money. Like they owed me over $1,000 and they refused to pay me because I had copyrighted music on my videos. But
Mhm.
in actuality, they allow you to put that on there. Nothing in the beginning when you're adding these songs to your video say
Mhm.
that if you add the songs to your it say it now, but before it didn't say if you add the songs to your video, then that's going to disqualify you from making the money off of your content.
Right.
And so I literally they just took my money because they was like, "Oh no, you didn't receive it in the way we wanted you to receive it," basically. Because I had copyrighted music on there. If I would have knew that, I wouldn't have put them songs on there. But it is what it is. It's a learning experience, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep making my content and keep putting it out there because the content that I make now is my motivational videos, and that's just to uplift people and to let people know that they can have more and pursue more
Right.
because we can.
And that's how I got connected with Tammy. Like when I see them videos, I'm like, I love that. I love the energy. I was just scrolling. One day I was just scrolling. I'm just like, I like every little video she do. Have a nice day. Y'all be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with hearing like just that little stuff can really make a difference between somebody. And I like
Yeah.
the fact that you just not a hairdresser. Like you a hairdresser, but you also a healer. You talk
Yeah.
to people. You real with them. You let them know what's up. You not as like vulgar with it. Like some people they tell you what it is, but it be in the most harshest way. You say it in the
Yes.
most pleasant, understanding way, and that's what got me connected with you. And I also feel as if like anybody that's doing something, just do what you want to do. Do it. Do not copy nobody else's style
Exactly.
because somebody's gonna connect to you that they like about you. And if you would have did something with somebody else, or you would have faked like something that you don't really do, you wouldn't have got that real recognition. And you found out like, dang, I don't even do this, but this person like it, and then now you got to please this person, and you don't really do that. But if you was to be yourself, you could be yourself. You ain't gotta be all like like an imposter or something like that, and that person really like the true you. You know what I'm saying? What you do. So that's how I got connected with Tammy. So, and she's smart, she's intelligent. I could listen to her
Yeah.
all freaking day.
A lot of people see my videos and they tell me like I was having a bad day. I saw your
Exactly.
video and it lifted up my spirit. And that's why I do my videos. And I love it because sometimes we just need some words of inspiration. Sometimes we just need somebody to tell us
And they
that they
mom,
love
like, what if
us.
they mom or dad ain't just hear me out? What if they mom, dad, they auntie or uncle not giving them the words, but they look at your stuff and then you know what I'm saying? They may be like, even though I don't know this woman, she got me feeling type of way, like,
Yeah. Yes, and I thank God for putting it on my heart to do the videos and stuff because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't make the videos. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I wouldn't even be on this podcast.
yeah.
I'd have told him like, I'm not going on your podcast. What I'm going on your podcast for?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I am. I'm really a loner and I like to be by myself. But at the same time, I love people and I love inspiring people and I love picking up people's spirits and just making people feel good because of the fact that everybody out here trying to get ahead on somebody else's head. Like it don't even take all that. It's enough room for everybody to have great.
And the real Terrence had said right, you never know what people going through or, facing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody is facing something. And people always want to be like, well, I'm going through X, Y, and Z, but the next person next to you might could be going through something way worse, but they know how to handle it and not let it consume them. And they look like they're not going through nothing because they're transmuting that energy and making it positive. They're using everything they're going through to fuel and to grow and to get to where they're trying to be instead of allowing it to take them over. And that's what society want us to do. Society want us to be consumed. And that's why when you live in certain areas in African Americans and stuff, we're put in certain areas and we're exposed to certain things. That's for a reason. That's to keep us down. That's why we got to choose to see different and choose to pursue different and show people that it's different out here because it is. It's so
Yeah.
much. It's so many beautiful, great things in this world. But if you're not going after it and pursuing it, you're not going to be able to experience it.
And now let's get a little bit more down to the grain and stuff like that. I'm gonna touch upon like three good topics just to end everything off. All right, so we're gonna do three more topics. We're gonna say it really brief with the topics and stuff like that. So tell people about the Bermuda Triangle and the underground, pyramid that we was talking about for the podcast. Give
Well,
them a little, for
let's
people that
talk
don't
about
know.
the Bermuda Triangle.
It could
So,
be a three minute brief. You ain't got to be all, But
well, when I first figured out what the Bermuda Triangle was, I was like, dang, I would never guess that it was that. So the Bermuda Triangle is really an underwater pyramid. And pyramids themselves are very powerful. Like
Mm-hmm.
back in ancient days, they did a lot of mythical stuff with pyramids. They're still a mystery to this day, but just like when things come up disappeared, missing, basically the Bermuda Triangle is nothing but a portal. And when it opens up, it sucks things into it. They disappear. They go it end up in a whole nother dimension. Like I said, time is not real, but dimensions are. And time is parallel. Right now, while we're having this podcast, our past and our future is going on right at the same moment. But people can't wrap their head around that because we're not programmed to think that far into things. But that's how you can shift your reality, shift your timelines, and you can get on the highest timeline because everything is always timelines. It's like a flip book. Everything that's in that flip book is already there, but you're not going to see the full picture until you flip through that book. And that's our life. You're not going to see the full picture until you go through life and you experience what you need to experience. And no matter what, like in life, every decision puts you on a different timeline and different path.
Different
So
purpose in that time too.
yes, that's why it's so important to be aware of your thoughts and be aware of what timeline you're going down. Because if you want to have a positive reality and a positive life, you got to go down that time, that you got to make that choice that's going to give you that. And even if you don't make that choice at that moment, having that mindset that everything is working together for your greater good will align you to the highest timeline. Like you got to realize that our minds is so powerful, and it's a
So we
terrible
use
thing to
10% of our
waste.
brain. They say we use 10% of our brain. Like I'll be like, what's the other 90%? Like,
Exactly. You got to think about it. They say we only use 10% of our brain. If we were to really use 100% of our brain, what would we be capable of doing? And then another question is, why do we only use 10% of our brain? And that's what people don't realize.
mhm.
Way back, ancient times, people use more of their brain than what we
I
use
know
now.
that.
And that's on purpose.
Yeah.
They are constantly genetically changing us and messing with our DNA and our genetics
Uh,
so that they can suppress us.
right.
But once you start to unlock your DNA and get more knowledge and stuff, you stop being suppressed. You start to take over your own reality and start to take control of your life because of the fact that we are programmed to only use 10% of our brain. But I'm pretty sure we can use more if you increase your knowledge, increase your content.
All right. So I'm dropping bombs on this one. When I edit, it's gonna be the bombs and all that. So two more topics, and we're gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all that's been tuning in. By the way, y'all two viewers, man. Y'all the true MVP. Y'all keep on commenting still. We got two more good topics. They not as crazy or nothing like that. We're just gonna end it off with these two. So y'all know that the eclipse coming in soon, April 8th. I'm more of them type. Well, I'm one of those type of guys that's more with anatomy. I love the moon. I love the stars. I like nature. I like excuse me. I said anatomy. That's human stuff. That's human astrology. Yeah, and I like to see how like things happen outside of the universe. I love it. I will if y'all looked at my Facebook from last year, I was an astronaut. I was astronaut for Halloween, so you know. But so what do you got to say about the eclipse though? Like what's your intake about it? Like did you always like the eclipses? Is it interesting to you?
It's
Uh
definitely interesting because like that stuff is natural. That is stuff that they can't control. Like
right.
it's gonna happen regardless, and that's God given stuff. So of course it's interesting. And like people don't realize that we're constantly getting downloads. God is constantly upgrading us,
Mhm.
but you gotta be open and willing to receive the knowledge and everything. Stuff is constantly evolving, but you gotta evolve with the times.
Right.
And most people want to stay the same, so that's what they do. But you gotta be open and ready for change.
Yeah, so like I say about the eclipses, yeah, I like eclipses and stuff. I like that you can see it. If anybody ain't blind, you can see the actual reaction if you look on the time, whatever the time gonna be and all that.
That's true.
The I ain't mean to offend y'all blind people, but like they got the glasses. So long story short, I'm going to be trying to find the time to look at the eclipse and stuff. I'm going to be when is April 8th? Is it on what day it lies on? It's going to be on a Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm finna be trying to see what's up with that. And last but not least, April Fools. So like we ain't gonna talk about April Fool. We already know April Fools is. We just gonna give. I'm gonna give y'all one of my story times, but I'm gonna just give it to Tammy. I'm gonna see if she did any April Fool's joke or anything. You're late, Layla. Whatever your name, you're late. We finna end the podcast, but just give me since April Fool's Day, y'all. It's April 1st as we live right now as we talk. It's April 1st. April Fool's Day. Give me a story time of any April Fool's joke you done.
I have never did an April Fool's joke.
Well, I guess Hey, I guess I finna end off the podcast with mine. So my favorite, I would say this. I done April Fool's joke. I say 20. Trying to think of the timelines. Okay, so 2021, I did a fake money prank, and I had bought some money from Amazon. It was fake money, but I had like a real dollar bill like in front or whatever like that, and I had like a torch and I just burnt the money, but I took that real one out because I wanted to show the real one and I showed the fake one, like, you know what I'm saying? Um, that was 2021. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, you stupid! Woo, why would you do that?" Woo. And then 2022, I did a April Fool's prank on. I got hit at work, so this when I was having my loctician's daughter. This when she was doing my hair, and she's a makeup artist. So she had done like a big it was like a big old like scab, a gash. She made a big old gash in my head with the white meat with the blood all across. It looked so real.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to show you. I'm gonna have to show you when I get a chance, but I think it's on my Facebook. It should be on my Facebook how she did it and stuff, how I looked, and I got some stories too. I can share it to you and let you see it. But I went to work and everybody was like, "What happened to you?" They was like, "I told you you shouldn't be messing with nobody else's wife." They're like, "You got your ass beat, huh?" And I just let them like talk and stuff like that. But yeah, so
you shouldn't do that.
But yeah, so like the thing about it, I was just letting them talk, and then when it got towards the end, everybody was like, "Man, he good. He ain't nothing to happen to him." Now 2023, what did I do? I think I think that was it. I think that was the last April Fool's prank. I don't think I did anything in 2023, and I don't think I did anything in 2024. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Y'all, thanks for subscribing to the channel DWNT. I'm at 1.12K subscribers. Y'all keep subscribing, y'all keep sharing, y'all keep liking. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for tuning in. Thanks for the big uproar, the views, and the comments. It's the first time ever I reached that certain limit that quick. Even though everything kind of jotted down and all that, y'all the true MVP. I love y'all. I see y'all next episode 16. I still ain't dropped episode 14 yet, but it's coming along with this episode 15 with Tammy. I appreciate you for coming in, Tammy, coming in the building, taking your sweet time, your busy schedule from you doing hair to be on my podcast. Even though it was a quick notice, but I'm just like, let's do it. Let's go ahead and rip it. And I'm glad we did it. So I love y'all. I see y'all in the next one. Until next time, deuces.
Have a blessed day, y'all. Take care.